Challengers, what's happening? What's going on? Yes. All right. Happy Wednesday, my friends. I hope you're doing well. I hope you enjoyed yesterday's assignment. Wasn't that fun? Funsies. I know that many of you had fun with it, and that was part of the point, for you to relax, just so you're aware, because you may not be. We aren't performing surgery. We aren't, there's no one that if we don't clip the right wire, it blows up the hospital. There's no one that if we make the wrong move, their heart stops and they're toast and their death is on our hands. What we do should be lighter than most people make it. It's not that serious. It's really not. And so I hope that you had fun. I hope that you let your hair down. Some of you literally let your hair down. Some of you taught twerking. My man Scott, I'll give a shout out to him. Sat, he taught how do I say it? Puree. I don't know how to say that. How do you do the ballet thing? Pirouette. I had to Google it. Pirouette. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But I saw some amazing videos. Guys doing makeup. I saw one lady did how to feel your testicles. Thought that was interesting. So there are some crazy ones out there, and I applaud you for having some fun with it, because it's really not that big of a deal, man. And it just, the point is to show you that it's okay to add a little lightness into your life, to add a little non-serious, I'm so serious, here's how to recruit people, right? It's okay. It's okay to let some light into your life and not be so heavy-footed, okay? And so congrats to those who played, super amazing. Some updates. So I'm going to announce contest number 2 today. I'm going to announce the winners of contest number 1, which we have announced in the group, but maybe you missed it. And I really believe, I seriously mean this, I believe that this may be one of, if not the most valuable trainings that we do the entire challenge, because this is, most people aren't very elastic, okay? Meaning they're not able to apply information. They're able to learn, but they're not able to apply it to what they're actually doing. This is all personal feedback. So I reviewed the final 16 videos, and I wrote down all my notes of anything that was good, anything that was bad, anything that could, not bad, but could be improved. And so this is where you're like, oh, I'm not just learning over here just to be left into space, but I'm actually learning what I did and what I can. So for many of you, this will be very, 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 very helpful. All right, so let's get the party started. All right, first of all, and I was just chatting with my rank makers on culture. So let me erase that real quick. All right. We was talking about recruiting producers. And get rid of this. Okay. All right. So today is the very first day that we have opened up our live stream to our sold out March event. So March 2nd and 3rd is our Top Earner Academy Live. It's our premier annual event, and it is sold out, so you cannot get a ticket there, unfortunately, sorries. But you can watch from the comfort of your home. And so higdongroup.com/TEAL 2019, and that is where you can get the live stream. And right now until Friday, it's at a mega ridiculous discount. It's literally silly how little, like if you've ever paid for live stream, how much have you paid for live stream? $200, $300. I've seen them like $400, like crazy. People just snagging your wallet, man. We made it very affordable, and you have 2 options. You can access it for 10 days, or you can access it for lifetime. You got 2 options on this page, so grab them if you want them. Higdongroup.com/teal 2019. That price will be there until Friday. And so if you want them, grab them. If you can't afford it, don't buy it, right? Pretty simple. And so in that event, We listen to you. We don't have 152 speakers. We actually have one. We have one guest speaker, and the rest is myself and my wife going deep. And so I've heard from a lot of people in the community that said, man, I wish y'all would go deeper. I wish we got more time of you. And you get these little 30, 40-minute segments with me, but this is 2 hardcore days to really make it happen. And so if you want to grab it, you can. You probably have never seen live stream for the price that we have it at, and that's good till Friday. Okay, that's it. That's your pitch. All right. Let me do. I think I can do it on here. All right. So let's do contest number 2. Okay, and so we're gonna do. This will be the second of 3 contests. So we're going to do one last contest after this. And so you have now until Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. What do we do if we're not in that time zone? I think you know, right? You Google it. You don't ask me. Ray, what about Topeka, Kansas? Nope, not answering. Google it. All right, so you have from now until Friday at 11:59 p.m. Eastern. It's again, because I'm just wanting to hammer you, because nobody does it. Nobody hammers you on doing a good call to action, and it's the most important thing. It's the most important piece of your Facebook Live. It is. With a good call to action, you don't need that many viewers. All right? You don't need that many viewers. And so it's going to be the last 2 minutes again. And I would suggest that you apply the tips that I'm going to give you. Now, on my personal profile, I did 12 Facebook Live tips yesterday. And so you can go there and check those out. But I'm going to break down a bunch of tips here today as well, based on your videos. This is not based on theory. This is me. I analyze the 16 finalists. And so I'm going to share with you, okay? And so we're going to analyze just the last 2 minutes. So it can be whatever title, whatever topic. It can be whatever you want to talk about. But the last 2 minutes, we're going to analyze for your call to action. Because if we don't get you to get better at that, then all of this stuff is just, it's just fluffy. Just like, yay, good, yay, whoopee, I'm doing more videos, right? We want you to get more results from videos, okay? And so we're going to analyze the last 2 minutes. You have now until Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. And we're going to do it, a little bit bigger than last time. We're going to have a top 4, and this time we're doubling the prize. So it's $1,000 for number 1, $1,000 cash, $5,000. Whoa! Let's erase that real quick. Someone just screenshot it. You said 5,000. 1,000, 500, 250. 100. And so we've roughly doubled the prizes in contest number 2. And so top prize is going to be 1,000 G's, or I guess $1,000. 1,000 G's would be what, $1 million, right? Or with it, I forget. I'm not good at math. But anyway, so first prize, $1,000, $500. Let's get rid of that little comma there. That scares me. $500, $250, $100 for top 4. Last 2 minutes. And it may not be active just yet. It may not be active, but the link for you to submit it, is it the tracker link? It's not the tracker link. What's that other link? All right, let's do it. All right, so higdongroup.com/14-day contest. Now, I'm just letting you know, that link may not work right now because they got to activate it. So if it doesn't work, don't worry about it. It will be active. You can do your video whenever you want, and you can submit it whenever you want, as long as it's before Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Okay? And so your action step is do a Facebook Live. You can use today's Facebook Live, submit it for the contest so you don't forget, or you can you can submit the one tomorrow. You can submit the one even Friday, as long as it's before 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Okay, so you got a few days. You get to pick. Just a thought. Just a thought. Since you're ever learning, since we're constantly teaching you new stuff, you may Do a video today, do a video tomorrow, do a video on Friday, and you decide which one has your best call to action and then submit it. But the only thing is, if you do it that way, you got to be disciplined. You got to be disciplined to remember to submit it. Because some of you will, guarantee it, because you're not disciplined, you'll do those 3 videos, and then Saturday you'll wake up and you'll go, oh no, I didn't do my video. Ray, will you please make an exception? And we're not gonna make it. You hit us on Saturday, you're not in the contest, just so you're aware. All right? So you know what's gonna be better than the money for the winners? My feedback. That's worth more than this. If someone said to me, if someone who had made tens of millions of dollars, if someone had made tens of millions of dollars and I had not made tens of millions of dollars, said, hey, here's your prize money. Would you like $1,000 or would you like me to critique your video? I'd say, critique the video, please. Please critique the video. How much can I pay you extra to critique the video? Keep the money, give me the critique, because I want to improve. So this I realize is going to get some of you to play, and that's awesome. I want you to win, rock and roll. But the feedback is worth so much more than this. I hope you get that. Anyway, so let me check real quick. I gotta make sure I'm covering everything. Okay, so we're gonna go over the contest winners. Live stream, this is until Friday, if you want the discount. And all the details on what's gonna be covered is there. If you like this kind of stuff, you're gonna love that. All right, so contest winners. So I got to use some notes here. This might be a little awkward here, but all right. So here's what I'm gonna do. And again, I wrote down 12 tips on my personal profile, and so a lot of what I'm gonna say here is actually on those 12 tips, but I'm gonna dive a little bit deeper for you. So first of all, let's go through the winners, okay? The winners. All right, so the honorable mentions. So, and by the way, I did not watch any of them in its entirety. So I didn't watch any video in its entirety. I only watched the last 2 minutes, and that's we're gonna evaluate here too. So you can totally set the house on fire in the first 5 minutes or whatever minutes. The last 2 minutes, that's what we're looking at, just so you're aware. I mean, you could have dogs biting you, you could have, tip over the wine bottle, you could do whatever you want. And so we're only gonna analyze the last 2 minutes, just so you're aware, all right? So, I'll start with our honorable mentions. So Curran, okay? So Curran Alvarez, he came in, he was one of our honorable mentions. We didn't really rank the honorable mentions, but he was an honorable mention. And so for Curran, I thought he did a good job. I like that he did a recap. And it's very powerful. Now, if you listen to public speaking training from the 1920s, they will tell you a very simple formula, and they'll say, tell them what you're gonna tell them what you told them. That still holds true. That's ancient advice from the 20s, but it actually is good advice, because people are so ADD and they're so, you're telling them, here's what you learned, remember? And so it's a good idea to do. If you're doing a tips Facebook Live, it's a good idea to do a recap. It's very powerful. And so Curran did a great job of the recap. My one critique for Curran, which I've shared with him, he's one of our Top Earner Club members, so way to go, rock star. And just so you're aware, this shows that I'm impartial, right? Isn't that the word? Impartial, meaning I'm not effective, impartial. Guys, I failed English, so don't hate me. But I'm impartial. I look at whether someone's a client or not, who did the best job. That's who wins. It's not just clients, although Curran is a client, he's Top Earner Club. In our CTA delay, I tell you that when people reach out to you and they say, hey, give me the tips, or give me the info, or hey, I'd love those additional secrets or whatever, you say to them, hey, no problem, I'll send them to you when I'm back in front of my computer, but hey, I'm just curious, do you yada, yada, yada. Well, Curran actually said that on his video. So Curran said, hey, reach out to me, and when I'm in front of my computer, I'll get you those tips. I'm not right now, obviously. You may think that's a little thing, but here's how people think. People will say, oh, he's not in front of his computer. You know what, I'll wait. I'll just message him tomorrow. Well, guess what happens between now and tomorrow? Lots. You know, the dog runs away, they have a flat tire, the kid gets a cold, you know, they burn the pizza in the oven, and they've forgotten about poor old Curran. And so, you know, don't say that in your video. You say, hey, all you gotta do is message me, and easily and instantly I'll send them right over to you. You gotta get them to take the action, no delay. You want them to reach out. And so it's something that don't add resistance unnecessarily, which many people do. So that was an honorable mention. The Zach Vassar, I thought great energy on his deal. And by the way, we have a post that lists all of their videos if you want to study them. If you want to take my feedback and study them, you certainly can, or just take the feedback, whatever. So Zach was an honorable mention, and I like that he justified the CTA and really talked about benefit. He talked a lot about benefits, which only a handful of people did. And so I thought he did a good job. I'm sorry. Yeah. And, oh, my lines are running together. Sorry. So I liked his call to action, heavy benefit talk, very good, very, very good, okay? Another honorable mention was Fernand Jimenez. Am I saying that right, hopefully? Fernand Jimenez, great energy, loved it, okay? And Terry, Stacy posted it, so you'll have to find it. I can't really tell you on here. But Fernand, really good energy. One of the best energy ones that I saw at least, okay? Solid energy. Everyone's asking where the videos are. It's a post by Stacy Hall in the group, and she may be able to respond to your question. Fernand, great energy. He had a promise of gain, right? So, hey, if you get this, you will blah, 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 which was really good. The one thing with Fernand is be more precise with directions. And so I forget exactly how you said it, but it just wasn't precise. And some of you are like, oh, reach out to me. Reach out to me is not enough direction. Yeah, I mean, you got to be specific. You do not overestimate the technical understanding of your audience. And so, hey, go to my profile. You'll see a little button that says message. Click that message, and in that message, type this. If you want the highest rate of conversion, then be very specific. And I remember one of my favorite examples of this. I just thought it was so awesome. So I had a guy in my team, and very, very interesting dude, David. And we were both speaking at an event in Vegas. There were a couple thousand people there, and every speaker had a breakout room. So you would talk from stage, and then you would say, hey, tonight's my breakout room. If you want to go to my breakout room, I'm in room 109, whatever, right? Just an example. The problem is you're competing. So imagine you're in a lineup of, 8 speakers for the day. All of them are competing to get the same people to their breakout room, right? And so every speaker is saying, hey, by the way, join me at my breakout room and you'll get this free thing. Hey, join me at my breakout room and blah, 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 right? And so like you're competing. There's only so many people, but there's 8 breakout rooms. I don't know if it was 8, it might've been 6, I don't know, whatever. And so hopefully you get my point. David, who is a really smart marketer, man. He was in my organization, very, very smart marketer, very smart. And when he did his call to action for the breakout room, he had taken pictures. He said, okay, guys, I'd love for you to come to my breakout room. I'm in room 202, and you may not know where that is. So here you go. I took some pictures for you. There was a picture of a staircase with an arrow. There was a picture of what it looked like after the staircase, and it said over here. There was a picture of his door, and he's waving in it, right? Like that doesn't assume that you can figure out anything. Too many people assume too much. They're like, yeah, just go sign up at my link. What? Yeah, just go solve that math riddle. You think, go sign up at my link. They go there, there's 52 options. They're like, what do... A confused mind doesn't do anything. So be more specific with your directions. Very, very powerful. You know, I don't know how many of you did this, but I remember in, I think it was science class, when, probably middle school or maybe high school, I'm not sure. And they said, okay, teach me how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And so the teacher's up there with all the materials and they say, okay, just get some peanut butter out of the jar. So he stabs through the jar and they're like, well, you remove the lid first. Oh, you assume I know to remove the lid. Got it. Okay. Screw lid. All right. Put peanut butter on the bread. And so he grabs a humongous amount, puts it on the crust. And so you be more specific with your directions in all of your life. If you want to get more adherence, which means movement, action. If you want to get more movement or action out of your team, be more specific. Okay, be more specific. And especially in group instructions. I'm not saying wipe the behind of every teammate you have or answer every single question that they have or whatever. Be smart about that. But when you give group instructions, be very specific. Okay? So that was my feedback for Fernand. All right, another homework. Shannon, oh my goodness. Oh boy. All right, Shannon. Shannon. Chiara Milano. How's that? All right, I'm going to say it one more time. Shannon. Chiara Milano. How's that? Did I do all right? I don't know. I love your energy and confidence on camera is fantastic. Made me laugh. You did. When you said, especially your third-party reference to haters, like that was really good. I liked it. Good background. Had the nice fireplace, had like a fur thing over here. It was very, very solid. And good topic, talking about getting bullied on social media. Great topic. Really, really good topic. What I would love to have seen is a better pitch for the giveaway. Better pitch for the giveaway. Did I murder it, Stephanie? Oh, man. You didn't pitch the giveaway. So you had 2 minutes. I think you pitched like 30, 40 seconds. And so I would have a little bit stronger pitch for the giveaway. Is this helpful, me going through all this stuff? Hope so. Okay, hold on here. My notes are all goof troop here. Okay, where is... Okay, honorable mention. Curran, Zach, Shannon, Fernand. Okay, got it. Now we go to fourth place. Fourth place, Helen Tran, who is, I'm sorry, Helen Zhang. Sorry. Helen Zhang. And she's also one of our Top Earner Club members, so congrats. You are infectious on camera. You are amazing on camera. Very, very solid. Personality, tonality, friendliness. You should be absolutely killing it on video. No question. I think you were either the only one or one of two that had a promise of gain with a story. So you said something along the lines of, hey, I have this giveaway on losing weight, and actually one of the tips helped my girlfriend who actually lost a few pounds, and she said it was the best tip she'd ever received in all of weight loss, and you even applied a value to it. You said, and guys, this tip thing is what I give away to people that are paying $80 a month or something like that, but you put a value to it, you used a story from the tips. Very, very powerful. I really, very, very solid. Number 3 is those. So third place, Barbara McCoffrin. Sorry, Barbara McCoffrin. Barbara, your use of language hold on, let me see if I have, if I had more notes on you. I know, I got all these goofy notes. Barbara, your use of language is masterful. Whatever you got, is masterful. So I just want to share a quote from her video. She was talking about losing weight, and she was talking specifically to ladies. She was talking about, ladies, if you're single and you want that, if you want the man of your dreams, maybe there's a guy you've been eyeballing. So she really got into the head of the person watching, and she said, guys, you get these tips, and these tips are going to have you looking so good, you'll have those boys drinking out of your glass slipper. That's just gangster, man. I mean, that's just next level stuff there. So that line right there that got you third place. I just thought that was so good. I don't know if that's from a movie or if you just came up with it yourself, but very impressive. Very impressive. Because why? Where in the tips does it say glass slipper? Where in the ingredients does it say glass slipper? But the visualization, the getting in their head. Remember, this was not, I didn't even watch her whole video. I didn't watch anybody's whole video. I only watched the call to action. So this was only a call to action. Because if I can get you better at that, then you're going to do just fine. Okay? So I just thought that was masterful. Number 2, our girl, Marlo Fullerton. So Marlo, my only critique, well, I had 2 critiques actually, but you overcame it. So you know that you did a great strategy, and I want more people to think like this because it's just awesome, man. It's just awesome. So Marlo, 2 critiques. Number 1, you had too many call to actions. So you said, hey, like, share, and comment if you got value from this. Like my fan page. I wouldn't do that one. Okay, I would skip that one. And then reach out to me if you want the tips. But you added something really cool and really affordable. You said, and it was very specific, you said, anyone that reaches out to me between now and Saturday at whatever time is going to be entered into a drawing for this book. And this book is amazing, blah, 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 blah. I liked your idea. Very affordable way to get more reach outs. Enter them into a drawing for one book. I thought that was really good. Now, I don't know how many leads you got, right? I don't know how many views. We didn't look at views. And we don't know how many leads were generated from anything. So we're only analyzing that call to action. I thought it was really fantastic. Jan, that's an interesting story. So, too many call to action, crazy background. Your background is bananas and pajamas. Unless, I mean, if that's your, like, I'm the hot mess mama, then okay, have craziness. Your background's nuts. You overcame it with that drawing. I just really liked how you did it. And number one is Sonia Leon Molina. Sonia Leon Molina, all right? She is baseball mom, and my only slight problem with it, but she overcame it. She overcame it because it was just so good and so well done psychologically. So well done psychologically, I just had to give it to her. So she's a baseball mom who has a son. I didn't watch all her video either. I just watched the last 2 minutes like everybody else. And so she's a baseball mom whose son went pro, okay? And so an amazing giveaway. Her giveaway was, I'm going to give you some tips I wish I knew as a baseball mom that would have helped me out and even my son out to do better in baseball, to be better prepared for the pros and all of that different stuff. Now, my only problem is, that's a pretty unique situation. But you know what? I didn't say create the most duplicatable Facebook Live. I said create the best call to action. And psychologically, if you're a baseball mom, You're literally insane if you don't reach out to her. Do you get that? If a baseball mom stumbles across that video, they're going to reach out to her. Guaranteed. There is no mom. Like, mom, how hard will mom fight for their kids? Well, they'll fight grizzly bears. I mean, there's actually recorded history of a mom lifting a helicopter. It's a true story. Lifted a helicopter of a couple thousand pounds off of their child that was trapped. Mom and dad will do anything for their kids. So the appeal, not for the mom. Hey moms, here's how you can look better at the baseball games. That wasn't the hook. The hook was how to help you and your son, and so that they do better in their baseball career. Any baseball mom that exists on planet Earth that sees that video is going to reach out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They may not even like her. They may, I'm not saying they don't, right? But there's no mom. Like, they may say, I don't like her attitude, or I don't like her hair, but I got to reach out to her. Like, every baseball mom on the planet is going to reach out to Sonia if they see that video. That's a good call to action. That's a good call to action. Mom so hard. That's right. Anything for our kids. That's right. And so that's my individual feedback. Let me see. Let me look at my notes and make sure. And again, I posted on my profile the 12 tips. And before we move too far here, let me just go back here. Okay, what's step number 1? Fill out the tracker, which is different than the contest link. It's day 9. Fill out the tracker. I went over the finals notes. I gave you the action step number 2. You remember the formula we've been harping on every single day, okay? And so I just want to make sure I cover that. Some of you are going to say, what's that link again? Even though I've said it 9 days in a row. Someone will help you out, promise. Someone in the group would be nice. Let me just make sure. Another thing that Sonia said that very few people did is she said many times, at least 3, but probably 4. At least 3 times, she said, message me, inbox me, send me a message. She said it multiple times. It was very clear what she wanted you to do. And some of you, not so clear. Some of you are like, hey, reach out to me, and I hope you got value. It's like a little like, oh, reach out to me. And many of you weren't clear in what the viewer should know you want them to do. Okay? So be very, very, very clear on that. And she did that the best. I don't have where's your last name here? I did take a couple notes on a couple other people. Courtney Lang. Present, right? Ron. I love that clip. Anyway, Courtney Lang, just a little shout out. You were close to honorable mention, couldn't get you in there. But I liked that you took a stance and you encouraged, if you encouraged differing opinions. I thought that was really good. And by the way, she thinks that seaweed is a fad. All right, agree with her or not? I don't know. Shannon, I talked about. I like the tip recap. Watch that background. And so, get a tripod, guys. You're trying to win a $500 prize and you're holding it. Get a tripod, man. We look at this box. If you order ours, look at the box it comes in. Boom, isn't that cool? I know it says rank makers on it. I know not all of you are rank makers, but it's a nice box. But I would get it. It's going to make you money. This, just to understand. See, most people. Let me go into this. This will be a good training for you. Oh boy, what's all this? Okay, we can erase this. All right, this is my last little bonus training here. Okay, price versus value. Most people, they can only see price. That's all they see. Well, how much is it? That's all they see. That's all they see. This, yeah, it's $40. It's $1 million in shipping if you're out of the States. It's ridiculous. It's what we pay. We're not making money. We pay a company to pack these things. We pay for the box, pay for the shipping, right? We're not making money on shipping, but I know it's $1 million. Literally $1 million to get this shipped to you, okay? This, all right, let's be more reasonable. I actually don't know what it is. Let's say it's 30 bucks. I don't know how much it is, but let's say it's 30 bucks. So let's say it's 70 bucks. This has made me tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you have to start learning, some of you look at the price of, the live stream and they're like, oh man, it's not. You got to stop looking at prices of everything and look at value. And I heard a quote, and I don't remember who this is from, but they said, poor people can't afford to buy cheap things. So I know people that have told me, hey man, I couldn't afford your ring light, so I bought a cheaper one, but it broke. So I had to buy another one, and that one broke too. So they ended up spending like $75 instead of getting the right one. I'm just saying, okay? Look, stop. Now, I'm not saying ignore all price. Oh, price doesn't matter. But you gotta see value, man. If something's gonna help you win a contest, if something's gonna help you make lots of money, then maybe the price isn't that bad. I remember when I went to my wife, and this was back in probably 2013, maybe 14, I'm not sure. And we had just paid about I think $45,000 for some coaching with an individual. And I had another person that I wanted to hire for $50,000, and it was $50,000. And I went to her, and now we had just had to come up with money to close on a house. This is back, the other house we had. And we had just been hit with a big IRS tax bill. And it was another $50,000 when literally a few months ago we had spent, $45,000 roughly. And so she said, it's a bad time. It's a bad time to spend $50,000. And I said, babe, it's never a bad time to make more money. That $50,000, the ideas I got from that made me $250,000. And so when is it a bad time to get a return on money? It's always a good time to get a return on money. And so save, buy cheap is not usually your best long-term strategy. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's it. That's my rant. And so contest number 2, you got till Friday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern. Update that tracker if you did the activity step. Congratulations, all of you got out of your comfort zone. I wanted you to feel lighter in your shoes. I wanted you to feel better about this journey. You don't have to be so serious all the time. Hope you got value from this. I appreciate you guys. Congratulations, contest winners, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.